How's it going, everybody? As promised, I'm going to do a quick reaction to USA Pickleball's almost official ban of the spin serve for 2023. It took me a couple of days. I was out on vacation, and I decided that I was not going to stress out about this while I was gone. But essentially, the Rules Committee has voted to effectively eliminate the spin serve. This is the Rules Committee's suggestions to the USA Pickleball Board of Directors. From what I understand, it's virtually certain that this will be approved by the Board of Directors. And I'm going to take you guys through what that means, as well as some of the rationale that was used. So the reason for eliminating the spin serve, there's 5 reasons given by the Rules Committee. First is that the original purpose of the serve was just to begin play. And there are plenty of players who are currently using the serve more than just getting it into play. I'd love to see where that was written by these founders. This gets into like constitutional law type of stuff. Like, are we going to interpret what they wrote or what they meant, the founders? So anyway, I think that reason is dicey. Second is a really brutally bad reason. Most players cannot master a truly effective spin serve or return a good spin serve. There is nothing special. There is nothing special that prevents or allows somebody to have a good spin serve. So I did 2 hands. I was good at it. At the beginning of this year, I started at the exact same place as everybody else. I had 0 spin serve. And the way that I got good at doing the spin serve is I did 10 minutes of sitting there and tossing the ball to myself every single day. I got a hole in my finger from doing it so much. I practiced it. It is not a God-given ability. It is something that you practice. So all players can master a truly effective spin serve. That's a trash reason. Returning a good spin serve. Again, there are tons and tons of videos on YouTube of how to return a spin serve. I have seen probably more spin serves than anybody else, and there is yet to be a spin serve that I cannot anticipate. We can see the way that the player is releasing the ball, and if you know how to do it, which you should, you can return it. So the third reason is that effective spin serves require more court space to allow a receiver to react. And I would actually agree with this. So there are definitely certain courts where players can be put into a fence or not have enough room behind the court to return the serve. I agree. USA Pickleball publishes basically what they think are ideal court dimensions. And when we do actually get the opportunity to play on court dimensions that are, I guess, USA Pickleball approved or sanctioned or within their guidelines, the spin serve is not an issue. It's when we play on courts that have 2 feet right next to each other that becomes an issue. And again, I don't think that's a rules thing. I think that is a court dimensions thing. Additionally, there are other players' serves that are difficult to return with limited court space. If somebody hits a good, deep, heavy, spinny serve, just with topspin without pre-spin, it's going to be tough to return on a short court. When I'm playing against Deckel and I don't have 8 feet of room behind the court, I can't return it either. So it's there's a little bit of validity to that argument. I would like to see courts expand in general. I know that's not a possibility for every facility, but it's there's some truth to that for sure. Number 4 reason sounds very, very similar to number 2, which is only a limited number of players have mastered this, giving them an unfair advantage. Again, any player can master this. can master the toss. And does it give me an unfair advantage that I've practiced it more than almost anybody else? That's, I guess, for other people to decide. And number 5 is that it is particularly devastating for amateur players. Again, I teach clinics across the country. I see tons and tons of people. I'd say a lot of people are using the spin serve at this point. 3-0s have 3-0 spin serve. 3-5 have 3-5 spin serve. 4-0 have 4-0 spin serve. Is it particularly devastating to amateur players? I don't see it in any of the clinics that I do. Maybe the USA Pickleball Board or Rules Committee is looking at something that I'm not, but I would love to see some data behind that, if that's going to be a rationale for their elimination. Again, to date, I think that I'm the only one that has provided any data on this. At this point, these serves that I'm hitting are not game-breaking. Players have adjusted. When I first came out with two-handed chainsaw, I had an error rate of about 40% on the returns. I'm already down to 10%, and I guarantee, look at Deckel's serve percentage. I guarantee he's getting a 10% rate. Like, people have figured out at the highest level how to return it, and it's not the enormous factor that it was as it first came out. So again, I think that this decision is being made with no data support, to be quite honest. And anybody from that rules committee can let me know if they have data to support their assertion. One other thing is we're trying to push for youth in this sport, and kids absolutely love screwing around with these spin serves. Younger people love the spin serve, and that's what we're trying to broaden the demographic of pickleball. So it adds another element. It's not game breaking, and I think again it's very, very early to make these assertions that this is something that's so negative for the game that it needs to be gone. So now, how is this going to be implemented? Wording that's going to be added to the rule book says, while some natural rotation of the ball is expected during any release of the ball from the hand, the server shall not impart manipulation or spin on the release of the ball prior to the serve. If the referee determines that manipulation or spin has been imparted or the release of the ball is not visible, the referee shall call for a reserve. So basically, if they see you snapping your fingers or trying to put spin on there intentionally, it's going to be a reserve. So I think that, again, this is unfortunate to stunt the growth of this sport very, very quickly. I don't think it's game breaking. However, it's upsetting to a lot of different people. But oh well. I think that it's a bad decision. But again, I love pickleball. I still will love pickleball. It's not it is not a huge part of my game, even though it is something that I'm well known for. So I'm still gonna love this sport, and yeah, still hope to have a long future in it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this. I think that I'm curious to hear in the comments what your guys' opinions are. Again, you're not going to offend me, and I don't think that YouTube commenters are worried about offending me, but let me know what you think about the spin serve. Should it be gone? Should it not? Looks like that's the way that it's gonna go. So, all right. Thanks for listening to my rant, and keep spinning for the next 5 months, I suppose. Take it easy.